4, 3, 2, 1. Greetings and welcome to Board Me Up, where I hunt out the latest in board game releases so you don't have to try to save us both the time and, well, sometimes the money. All right, today we got it's been a little while. But first of all, thank you for 32 subscribers, whoever you are. Welcome, greetings, glad to have you here. The more these get watched, the more I'll make them. These were to be a daily thing, a daily update video, but I kind of stopped as I got busy. Well, I am busy with other things, but I'd rather, give more time into it if people actually do arrive here. Did I pull this one out? I'm not sure. Okay, so thank you for joining in, and today we got quite a few things to cover as it's been a little while, and the first one we're going to start with is actually Fallen Knight. Kind of big news. This is the closest. I know there's games that have come out and are coming out that are similar to Kingdom Death in the boss fight style play, but this is the most similar as it seems to have that. We don't actually know that much about the gameplay, and that's part of the issue, but style-wise it's very similar. It's a very close copy. It's people trying to bank in on it, but hopefully that have created something decent that people want to back. The Kickstarter launched. A lot of us backed it because you can always cancel your back. But the first thing I noticed were spelling and grammar mistakes. That kind of bugs me because you don't want a professional final product with mistakes like that. Even Jaws of the Lion has mistakes here and there, and especially when you pay good money, you don't want to see a card with a misspelling or something that doesn't make sense. This is all that's on the page. Let's see, why back it? Some info here, some images as you travel the world, memories of corpses found. I actually didn't read too deep into this as I was turned off by the lack of content. It doesn't show you how to play the game. There's some images of cards, teasers about gameplay, but nothing full. Teasers about miniatures. Is there an actual image of a miniature? I don't think so. I think they're all digital. I don't know if this is an actual miniature. I think that's a digital display of one as well. And then these expansions and stuff like that, and that's it. That's where the page ends. There's no layout of everything you get in the box for, let me see here, how much money? 200, no, that's not how much. How much did they had an early bird. That's also why people jumped in, and it didn't even say how long the early bird's for. It's a very amateur project, and they should know better. $135. So if you're going to spend $135, you better have a layout of what you're getting in your contents. This is Kickstarter. This isn't, known company stuff. The video itself doesn't show much more. There's no narration, nothing. They're not original English speakers, the main creator, so that could be an issue. It looks like one's in Mongolia, the other one's somewhere in the States, so who knows what's going on there. But it's really, it just failed at it, and for me it almost had scam vibes. Nobody really mentioned that. They're just kind of feeling sorry for the creator, but if you're going to raise a scam, I don't want to make this a video of how to do a scam on Kickstarter, but you can surely do that. You just hire a model maker, you spend a few $100s to make a nice page, something that looks like Kingdom Death, something that really funded. The main problem you're going to have with scamming is you're going to have rules. People want to see rules before they back. And if you don't show that, and that's going to take a lot of work. So if you're scamming, you might as well make a real game because the rules are that part. But if you exclude the rules and just do a bunch of eye candy and miniatures, just digital displays, maybe 3D print a couple, you can spend a couple thousand but make a huge profit and run away with it. And this could surely be it. To be honest, we don't know much more than that, so it could be it, and I don't know why people so quickly put that aside. I don't know. I think probably 60% I don't think it is. 40% maybe I think it could be, or it is. Anyway, moving on, I think this got way enough or more attention than it should have, but people were waiting for this. They teased this stuff, and now when it finally came out, the tease is what is out. There's nothing more. They made 2 updates, then they canceled it. So looks like, so final verdict, it looks like they're going to relaunch and they're going to be back in 2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 months, Fallen Knight will be back. Let's close this. It's a closed story on that for now. Okay, taking a look at this. I'm not sure if I added this one. Let me see real quick on my 24-day stuff. 24 days to launch. Let me see. Or to end of Kickstarter. Let me see. Let's see. 23 days. 24. Yeah, I do have it on the list. Okay, so I don't remember covering it. I might have missed it and then added it later. Anyway, we'll cover this when it's in its last days. So what did launch lately, like today or yesterday? Human Punishment. I think this one launched today. I saw people are backing it in my email. The beginning. It's a 3 to 6 player game, so not really for me, but it could be for you. Looks like it's a sci-fi based game, and it's looks like cyberpunk, you know, style sci-fi. It's that rugged city sci-fi style, not that clean, brisk type. 3 to 6, it's a long game, 120 minutes plus, and 14 players and up. So it looks like it could be a bit complex. Doesn't look too complex, but you never know. So there you go. That's what it looks like. There's standees and tokens. And is that the full layout of what you get? Let's see here. There we go. There's a full layout. What's in the box? What's in the box? And let's see here. 6-fold. Nice 6-fold. Okay, board. Looks like a good sized board. There's the rules and standees. I'm just thinking about that scam idea I was talking about. It's really... Bam. It's not a hard thing to get away with. It is, I mean, on Kickstarter it's not, but then outside of Kickstarter, getting away with people's money, people get pretty angry and you'll be chased. So yep, well, not enough people watch these videos, so no need to worry about scams coming up because of what I said. All right, so let's see here. These look pretty cool. It looks pretty interesting. Yeah, too bad there's no solo. Anyway, if you want to play a sci-fi game with 3 and up players and you're looking for something new, this looks pretty good. So I do recommend that you check this one out and look deeper into it. We'll have a closer look at the video and everything in about 28 days when this starts to end. Let me see if there's an early bird just for you guys. Ledger, core game, 67. It's pretty decent price too for what you seem to be getting. All right, moving along then, we have Incredible Creatures. This is a book of over 100 art-inspired monsters for 5th edition. I love monster stuff. I'm going to check that out. It's not included in my board game stuff, so it won't be listed in the video description, I think. It may be there. It won't be in the title. But let's check it out. Let's see what kind of monsters we have here. That's pretty cool. I like that. Tiki mask kind of monster. Cool. Okay. All right. Looks like they took a ball python and added some hawk wings onto it. That one's okay. I mean, that's literally all it is. What's going on with the babies here? Do they have like... okay. They're baby, like, duck wings. They're all yellow like duck wings. Okay. I do like this one. That one's very cool. Kind of a moose... yeah, it's a mix of creatures. That's cool. That works together well. You see, and I ran a contest on my main channel on this one time about putting creatures together. For example, if you, and making an amalgamation, a chimera, right? So if somebody made, like, you say, ball python and hawk, make a cool creature out of that. This would be kind of like not a great scoring, in my opinion, for creativity and the amalgamation of the parts. Just because you just glued something to another thing and made it that chimera. But a more creative chimera is maybe you say a lion mixed with a moose mixed with fire or in a dinosaur or something. And then you come up with something like this where everything just flows better. You can see hints of the other thing, but it's not all glued together. If you know what I mean, it kind of flows better. So that was an interesting contest and a way of judging it. I like this bee. Reminds me of EverQuest. Shout out to EverQuest. Come on. Come on, give me some love out there for EverQuest. Give me a like for EverQuest if you don't want to say anything. I would appreciate it if you would, because I'm sure that'd be 0.01% of members. This one's very, very cool, Lovecraftian. He's very cool, actually. That's very cool. It looks like there's a mix of a few artists here. This I don't care for the style too much, but what's going on here, that's a quality artist right there. And that one. Okay. So cool. A lot of new creatures for your work. These look awesome. I don't know what's even going on there. Look like jellyfish creations. Very cool. Love it. Okay. That's my judgment of the monsters. Should I close this one out? Monsters for... Yeah, I'll close this one out. We got so many tabs open. Okay, Swarm 3D printed. I don't always check out miniatures. They are not saved. I do, unless they're really cool. Anyway, I was just curious. Again, monsters are my thing. Swarm, let's take a look at if there's any new kind of miniature models here that can pique our interest. Okay, Spider Boss. Let's see here. We'll get to the board games. I'm going in order, guys, so nothing out of the ordinary here. Let's see here. Beetle, little things on Beetle. Okay, it's a guy on a motorcycle, futuristic motorcycle. Okay. Interesting concept. It looks very 80s. It's giving me a very 80s vibe. Just oversized elements and the simplicity behind certain things, like that motorcycle. It's like yeah, very 80s feel to it. Okay, cool. We'll close this one out. All right, let's see. This is a game. It's a 30 minutes of desperation and madness for 1 of 2 Vikings, Viking survivors. This is the only image, so I don't even know if it's a video game or what, but usually video games aren't 1 of 2 players. They're not described as that. So 1 of 2 players. Cool. So it's got solo, and it's got my keyword, one of my keywords, survivors or surviving. And it is solo, so keywords there. What's in the box? You get this double-sided board, core game cards, expansion cards, passage tokens, rulebook, and all these other tokens. Okay, what does it look like in play? Okay. Oh, that's a very slow GIF. They could have sped that up and made it a smaller file, I'm sure. Okay, but here's how to play. Gotcha. Cool. Looks like it could be all right. Yeah. First impressions only here. So if you're new to the channel, that's how I do things. Usually I do first impressions when it first launched, unless I'm very interested. And then I keep it up and in its last hours of being funded on Kickstarter, like this one, for example, has 9 days left. So in about 8 days, I'll look at this project again and actually look at it more in more details to see if it's actually something I want to fund. Usually I try to let you know if I do. Okay, it's how much is it? There's no early bird. It looks like maybe $21. Yeah, $21 for that. So if you're looking for something nice and kind of simpler or shorter, 15 to 30 minutes, I like that. Check this one out. I know I will be. So in about 8 days, there's no early bird, so no need to rush it. So Vikings, if you like my Vikings and solo and something smaller, check it out. I know I do, so I'll be back. Okay, dice. Here's a dice game. So remember, anytime I mention dice, it's not the only dice that have launched in that time on Kickstarter. Too many dice launch on Kickstarter almost daily. Not that much, but once a week, I would say. Yeah, quite literally. Some kind of, classic poker style card rendition and dice are a launch every week. I just pulled these out, and so I don't save any. I don't give much attention. I focus on board games and monsters and miniatures, but mainly board games. I just pulled these out because they actually look pretty cool. So I wanted to see how they're made. It says handmade. That is a pretty cool dice tower. Oh, I've never seen that before. Stairs? That is a very cool dice tower. I love that. I don't think I've ever seen that. Actual stairs coming down. I don't know if I'd like it closed. No, it's better open because you can see that they're actual stairs. These are awesome. I'm glad I clicked here. I don't have a dice tower. I could use a dice tower. I don't need millions of dice. The dice look cool. The dice look nice. Okay. Very handsome dice. For sure. But dice, like I said, There's always no dice that I ever talk about are the only project in that time. So if you're crazy about dice, go to Kickstarter and live out your life. Oh, that dice tower. That is so neat. I really like that concept. I can't believe that nobody's really done that before. I know people have done dice tower looking towers, you know, actual towers, but the stairs running down, that's a very cool idea. Let's see how much that dice tower it is, and I'll move on. There is an early bird for what? What? Sets, freestyle, sets, pledged here, follow quick manual, pledge guide below. One, check out, okay, dice sets, add-ons. Come on. Too complex for a quick overview. Let me see, where are shouldn't they just say the price on the dice towers here? Come on. Okay, here we go. All right, and the Dark Fortress Infinity Dice Tower, $26. I can do that. I can accept that. I don't need that so bad. Yeah, because I play board games. I don't play much D&D, so my dice always change, you know. But that is cool. If I had a house, I'd certainly consider it. For now, saving space around. So if you're interested, check it out. That's a cool dice tower. Okay, moving along now. Closing that out. It's not a board game. Nothing we need to return to. Okay. More miniatures. They just look cool. So these are Dungeon Masters. Let's take a quick peek at them. That warrior right there with the axe, he looks awesome. This one's okay. The stance is a bit lame. Her stance is pretty awesome. It's pretty nice. That stance is very cool. Actually, that's a very fluid, natural. It's not like an amazing stance, you know. He's not overdoing it, but you never see that kind of hip movement, you know, very subtle but realistic, and he's leaning on the staff. That's very cool. These three stances are his is a little awkward. I still like it. And then he stretched out his arm here. He's just a nice looking model, but these two stances here, they really speak to me. All right, nice. Nothing wrong here. Very cool. Very nice. All these are cool. Okay. And here they are painted up. Yeah, her stance is awesome. That wizard, very well done. I just feel a little awkward with his arm coming out like that, and his, but you know, he's going worded. I get it. I get it. It's just a mid stance, you know, that's going to be a little awkward, but realistic. Cool demon. Cool. So these are hand sculpted, not digitally. Very cool. Even digitally are hand sculpted, but you know what I mean. The necromancer, very cool, very 90s style and 80s style. I like it. That is cool. I do like it. Demon of Aethys, that is very cool. Look at that. That's a cool mix of animals and stuff. Ooh, wow, look at that. Demon of Cthulhu. Very cool. What is going on here? These are awesome. Hook horrors. That's what I call a hook horror. That is cool. Oh my goodness, these spiders. I am glad I clicked on here. Come on, aren't you? Ooh, Chaos Hound. Interchangeable heads. Oh boy. And that one's Greater Beast of Malice. Did they go into a particular game? Dungeon theme miniatures featuring glass villain sculpted by no other. Okay, by this known person apparently. Okay, I'm done here. These are awesome. I am saving this one. I want to see how big it grows and if I want to get anything. They are cool and how much they're. Let me just check if there's any early birds. Check for early birds. No early birds, so we're good. It does end in 9 days. It's a short campaign. Okay, next we got a board game. It's Mob. Big Apple. So it's a mafia, New York style mafia game of the 1920s. You know, that's life, you know, that kind of game, you know. Yeah. Guy with a cigar. Yeah. Let's see if anybody's here. Cool. Okay. So that's what it is. It's live now. Let's see how many players it is. It is 2 players. Okay. Might be for you. Ages 14 and up. 35 minutes to 40 minutes. Not too long. This is what you get. A lot of, what would these be called? Meeples, I guess. Tokens. Look like casino token style tokens. Cool, and you move up and down this board. It looks like a fun play. Ooh, really nice images of the layout. That's what I like to see. How the game, and then everything you get in the box. Very nice. You see, you can trust a project more like this. Rule books, a lot of reviews on it. I'll be checking into this one deeper. This could be a great game. Let's see how much it's going for, and if they have an early bird, it's going for $30. Very nice price tag there. Acceptable. Damn, these guys launched. Oh no, they backed the launch. It's their first project. Well done on this. Looks like they'll probably fund. I think they will. We'll keep an eye on this one. We'll look deeper into it in about 27 days. It's quite a while. Next, okay, what has ended? So now we're moving on to the part of the show, or these videos, to the projects that are ending soon on Kickstarter. So you can still get your last minute or last hour pledges. Okay, so on this one, okay, just checking, making sure I'm streaming and not recording. Cloisters, this game already ended. I'm sure they'll have a late pledge. Probably you can click follow along if you're interested. A little abstract game. When I was talking about it, I said it would sell a lot better if they just put another theme on it, made the video above more well, a lot of stuff. But if they just retheme this, just keep the same thing, the same rules, everything, just retheme it into something, color the blocks, whatever. There's a lot of themes you can go with. It would do a lot better in marketing, a lot better. But they did fund. It looks like it could be a fun, interesting little game, and yeah, it looked good actually. I wouldn't mind trying out something like this. So anyway, it's done, but probably have a late pledge. Now, what's coming to an end very soon, or fairly soon, not that soon, 67 hours still. So it might be done by the next time I talk. This is what I'll spend the majority of the time talking about. Real quick, what else ending soon? Nothing else that soon. This is in 3 days. We got 3 days, 4 days, 4 days, and so on. So we won't be looking into that. Darwin's Journey. When I first saw this, I initially thought, yes, I'll back it, 100%. I didn't have much of a question in my mind, but I didn't. It's a $55 game. It does have solo, which is still, keeps me questioning this. Up to 4 players, 30 minutes per player. It's going to be a longer game, I think. I did watch some reviews. I did watch some plays, which is great because there are videos on it and a lot of videos on it. And that's great to see. For me, I love the theme. I don't know if you even play as Darwin. You're just playing as different ecologists and researchers, following kind of in his footsteps and trying to be the next kind of Darwin, I think. I'm not sure about that. I'm sure you guys know more. But I think I'm not going to fund it because it looks like it's a little heavy for what and who I play with, and for playing by myself. I don't know if I want to get too in depth and have all this stuff to watch. I already have some games like that, and it's a headache. I want lighter games, to be honest. So that's for me right now. It seems like it's going to be a little bit of bookkeeping and stuff, and that's fine. If I had someone to constantly play with, I definitely get this. With my situation right now, there's no reason for me to push it. If it has great reviews, I can get it later. Some other points that I've seen is it doesn't really have anything completely original, some mechanic that really grabs you. It just has some mechanics of other games, games that were created by this creator. Very are well-known games. Where's the other one? Are they on this list here? Overseers. No, it's the Italian creator. This one looked decent when it was out. I forgot his name. Let's see if I can see it. It's an Italian creator, and yeah, Simone Luciani, and they created, what's the other games? I forgot, but a lot of games that people enjoy, and they just say he kind of they like it. They just see like mechanics from that game and maybe another game, and he put it together. So anyway, I do recommend this one if you want a little bit of heavier Euro style, as they call it, game. For me, I think it's just a little too heavy for my situation currently. again, if I had a friend that would be deep into board games and up to playing, I would love to have this. I would back this and play it. As it stands, I'm usually going to be playing alone, and I don't want something too complex when playing alone. But I love the theme. I really wanted this for the theme and idea and biology, and yeah, I'm still in the middle on it, but since I'm already questioning it, I'm going to take that as a no. And I recommend that to any of you guys in closing thoughts, that if you're ever questioning pledging something and you're just not sure, don't pledge it. Save your money. Don't jump into the FOMO. Remember, this isn't the last time you can buy a game. How many times do you go to the store and buy a game? Probably not much, but on Kickstarter, you're suddenly pushed to buy the game. Don't jump into the FOMO. But if it does speak to you immediately and you're loving everything and you can't wait to see this out and it looks amazing and you have no questions, then back it. Sure. But if you have to question yourself and longer, and if those questions are longer and longer and you're kind of on the fence, then just climb down the fence and save your money. I think that's the best way to do it. It's not going to go anywhere. Plus, you got to see what the Kickstarters give you in extras. So anyway, very nice project. Was sure I'll back it. Finally, I'm not. And there are other big things such as Primal. As you guys know, let's take a peek at that one. We are ending the video now, but Primal, I think I'm going to be backing this. See, I was less inclined to back this when I first saw it. I was more inclined to do Darwin's Journey, but after seeing reviews of this one and everything, now I'm more inclined to buy this one. Now it's more logical and rational of a pledging mentality. There's another game I haven't covered yet because I added it later, and that's Carnegie. That has launched. I'm going to keep an eye on that. I do want some kind of financial money kind of game, economy. I do want something like that. I don't have anything. This might be it. It does have good reviews. So stay tuned for that. That's in 11 days. I'll be talking about that. That's it for now, folks. I think the verdict is I won't be backing Darwin's Journey. If I do back it last minute, I'll let you know in the next video. If I don't, I might forget, might not mention it anymore. Until next time, enjoy the hobby. Still don't have an ending tagline. Maybe at 100 subscribers. Thank you for 232 subscribers. That's a great milestone. What am I adding at 32? I have small milestones. I think at 40, I'm actually going to add a theme song, a little short song to the beginning of the videos. So not those annoying intros that you see with the logo and all this, and the music's blaring at you. It's so techno music that's really loud and like makes you want to turn off the video, and then the guy starts talking or girl. Not that kind. I'm just going to have a mellow or toned down song playing in every intro of the video to make it a little bit more professional, and my voice will come in. At every 10 subscribers, it's going to be hitting milestones that I'll be unlocking, adding a logo to the channel, stuff like that. Just grow as you guys grow, as I do have other projects, so I don't feel like I need to put in too much effort for just another one where I won't be getting the love back that I should be for the effort, if you know what I mean. But for now, I'm totally fine with just informing you guys with what's going on in this world, and that's that. So until next time, have a good one. Have a good one.